my heart, because my mum used to do a Paulie soup when I wasn't feeling too well, because it was the easiest way of getting the most nutrients into me so that I could get better into my cheerful self again. So what we're going to do is, I just want you to just chop that onion. I'm just to do a celery. So like a normal soup, basically. We start with a lovely brown onion. And this is a great way of just grabbing those veg, again, that are looking a bit unwell, and making sure that we get the most out of them. So I have my celery. Celery, especially, it does get a little bit lame quite fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, Rosie, I still have a little bit of bacon left from fried rice if you want to put some of that in there. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's not a problem. You keep that for this evening.
Okay?
I'll do that. So I've also got here as well a little bit of sweet potato and carrot. So if it's bright orange, we know it's rich in beta-carotene, really great antioxidant. We want to be eating as much colour as we possibly can.
Do you want me to cut these for you?
Yes, please. So this is obviously a one-pot dish. I've just got my onion in there. So you don't need to worry about washing up. And to cook a soup slowly, I think, is a lovely thing. There's no rush here. Just let that go.
I'm just thinking I don't worry about washing up very much at all, so...
Some little fairies come in and do it, don't they?
Something like that.
So what I'm going to do is add a little bit of olive oil.
So you're just going to sweat it off nice and gently?
Just sweat them off. You can add garlic if you want to as well. I'm just going to do a little onion for today. You can pop the celery in with the onion.
Nice. Now, do you want me to cut the carrot up for you as well?
If you could, into the same sections would be brilliant. Oh, they're sweating off lovely.
Here we go.
Okay, so what we're going to do is put all these beautiful bite-sized pieces into here.
And they'll soften up. Do you like the sweet potato to be firm enough to be able to eat it?
With soup, I think we're going soft. It doesn't matter if you cook it for half an hour, 30 minutes, so it's a little bit kind of al dente-ish, or if you go an hour and it goes a little bit soggy, it's not a problem. Now I have some lovely vegetable stock here. I've got about 8 cups.
Or you could just use water if you wanted to.
You can use water if you want to, it's not a problem. There's enough fragrance and all of this stuff. And then, of course, you can use beef chicken stock if that's all you've got as well. That's not a problem.
I just said that. You could use it.
Of course you can.
But you don't.
Cooking is unique. You turn it into your personality and your preference. So I've got a few chopped tomatoes here as well. That's just going to give it a little bit more of a richness.
Or you could use some leftover chopped up tomatoes.
Yeah, of course, if there is some little sad ones hanging out as well. And then I have, of course, some lovely lentils. So a really nice plant-based way of getting a bit more protein into our soup. In we go with them. Again, you can use red, yellow, brown. It's not a problem. Just going to mix that up a little. Now, of course, with this soup, we need a little bit of seasoning. So I've got some good Murray River salt flakes here. In we go. And I've got a little bit of black pepper, of course, my lovely antioxidants, nice generous amount. And again, soup, it can be whatever you want. If you want to add a little bit of cumin, a little bit of chilli, it's not a problem. I'm going to keep it just like that. I'm going to have no chilli in this one because this one is all about the kids. So what I'm going to do is just let that one simmer. I'm going to put it there for about 45 minutes to 1 hour, and then I have a little bit of extra nutrients that I'm going to add in. Okay, so 45 minutes, that's looking pretty good. Now, what I want to do is have a little treat here. So I've got some alphabet pasta. Just, you know, if they were all still a little bit on the fences to eating that gorgeous vegetable soup, let's make it fun.
I'm just going to say, you reckon that pasta's going to get kids around eating vegetables? You're sort of pushing it a bit, but
I don't know.
If it's going to sway them a little bit, I reckon alphabet will.
Yeah, and if they're really hard, just get their name. It will take a while, but you can get their name constantly through it. So I'm just going to put a cup in here.
Nice.
And another little trick is to get the kids involved with the cooking. And a good thing is if they haven't got their knife skills up, I'm going to keep my scissors. And what you can do is just chop that kale. We just want to soften it, so these are only going to take 5 minutes in there. You can do that. You're a big boy. But, like, you can get them in the kitchen. Using scissors is a really nice way of getting them into beginner's cooking. In we go like that.
It's the ABC of cooking, isn't it?
The ABC of cooking, isn't it? So just stir that around, lid back on, 5 minutes, and that'll be ready for us to have a little taste. So a good 50 minutes there. Of course, you can do a little bit longer if you want to. Now, I know you're dying to get stuck into this one.
I do like vegetable soup, and I know with lentils as well, it gives you a lot of filling there, a lot of energy to keep you going for the rest of the day, and it's really, really good for you. I've had this sort of thing in the morning, you know, for breakfast.
Lovely.
Mine usually has a little bit of meat in it as well, so some broth in it, but I'd have to say...
Lentils do play a good part, don't they?
Oh, they're fantastic. I do love lentils a lot. You know, Rosie, it looks really good. I can smell the sweetness from the carrot and the sweet potato. The green veg, you're probably not going to get that past a lot of kids, but with the alphabet in there, getting them to spell their name out. I reckon they'll get halfway through it before they realise they've eaten vegetables.
I think so too, and of course you can always kind of blitz that a little bit if it is the chunks that they're scaring them a little bit. But we've done excellent, haven't we?
The fried rice was good. This soup is fantastic, and the patties as well, excellent.
Carrot